Hello everyone, I am Dr. Guru Prasad Peruri. I am a neonatologist and pediatrician by profession. I am the faculty for NEET Super Specialty Pediatrics in ADRPLEXUS. So the main motto of making these topper interviews is to sensitize all the upcoming MD pediatric residents about what are the specialties that are present, what are the books they have to read, what is their preparation strategy, etc. Like these things. If we listen these words from the toppers by themselves, I think many of the students may get motivated by their talks. So now we have our student Dr. Pratyush Jain, who scored 278 marks and stood 68th rank in NEET Super Specialty exam. He also scored very good rank in NEET-SS. He stood 16th in All India in NEET entrance exam also. So I take the pleasure of introducing all you people to Dr. Pratyush. Welcome, Dr. Pratyush.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
How do you feel?
Yes, sir. I'm feeling ecstatic right now. Something, what people call on the top of the world. Yeah. I think my family and friends, they are more happy than me that I secured this rank.
Excellent, excellent. So, can you tell us brief details about yourself? Like, where did you do your MD? Where is your MBBS, etc.
Okay. So I basically belong to Indore, in Madhya Pradesh. I did my undergraduation from Indore itself. That is from Mahatma Gandhi Memorial Medical College, Indore. Then I had a NEET-PG rank 3000. So I took a MD pediatric seat in Government Medical College, Bhavnagar. I completed my MD in May 2021. And this was my first attempt at super specialty exams.
So very great. Within, I think, within very short period of time, you achieved a very good score. Okay.
Yes, sir. Time is of time is of essence at this age. Because we have lots of things running. You have to have a stable family. You have to have a stable. You have to become stable economically, emotionally. So lots of things. So the idea was to always crack the exam in the first attempt itself.
Okay, nice strategy. So, what are the books you have read?
So I basically focused mainly on Nelson for super specialty exams. For my MD exams, I had some other IAP books. I tried to go through IAP books. I tried to go through Park at times, but it wasn't easy to cover them during super specialty. So the basic focus was Nelson for super specialty, as well as Cloherty and Ames protocols for neonatology, sir.
Okay. One personal question. Why did you choose neonatology and not something else?
Sir, neonatology has been my passion right from the beginning. India still has a long way to go to reduce the neonatal mortality rate. It is still in double digit right now, and we plan to reduce it to a single digit in the coming 10 years. And I think I want to be the part in getting that achievement. So that's why I chose neonatology, sir.
Excellent. What was your preparation strategy? Like, how many hours per day you were studying, etc.
Sir, I was working till September 2021. So I left my senior residency in September 2021 to focus entirely on super specialty preparations. So I read for the last 4 months. I was reading most of the time of the day, and I think it requires, if you want to crack the exam in the first go itself, you need to be goal specific. So you cannot balance both things at the same time. You cannot work and read at the same time to achieve a good rank, to achieve a good college, or to achieve your desired branch. So I completely focused on studies during the last few months. First. Second, sir, what my strategy was, I have to complete Nelson fast so as to have multiple revisions. So, sir, the idea was to focus on the important portions of Nelson's rather than going through the entire Nelson. So I covered the important portions of Nelson's and I revised it multiple times. That was the strategy.
Yeah, very good, very good. So I know you are enrolled in multiple platforms. So what difference did you see in ADRPLEXUS? Like, what was the specialty?
Okay. Sir, one of my seniors during I think November 2021 sent me a link that ADRPLEXUS has started the neonatology. It has started the mock exams. Sir, mock exams, and that too based entirely on Nelson. That was told. So I thought, okay, let's join. Since mock exams are of paramount importance whenever you are preparing for any competitive exam. So I thought, okay, it's a set of 5 to 6 exams. Let's give it a try. So I joined the ADRPLEXUS platform in November, and I started giving the exams in no, I think December. So every week I used to give one exam each, and it was followed by the discussion. No, it was a lengthy discussion, a 2.5 discussion by Sir yourself and Dr. Aarti Madam. Sir, what was different apart which I the difference which I saw was there was a personal attention from both the faculties with the student. There was a personal connect. So whenever I had any doubt, I could directly reach you or ma'am. I still remember that 2 days before the NEET super specialty, I connected with ma'am, and she just gave me a. I just was very anxious about the immunity part, the immunity portion, how to cover it. So she personally guided me. She wrote a long list of what to go through in the chapter immunity. So that is a personal connect, a personal bond, a personal you have a personal go-to person who you can contact 24/7. So that is something very difficult to find these days. So that was where ADRPLEXUS stood out, and the way each and every the pattern which ADRPLEXUS followed was you had 100 questions and you followed it with the video discussion. So the important the mocks were based on important questions only, and you focused on the important portions only, where all the portions of the chapter were completed, and you discussed them in right from the beginning till the end, so that nothing is left from that portion. So that was even if you while studying Nelson you left any topic, the mock would pick that topic and you would explain it to you and would tell you that this portion is also important as a. So that was the difference.
Yeah, that was also our motto. Our motto was not to repeat one-liners or previous questions. Our motto was to sensitize student about all the important topics, and they should not miss. Even with the less time, we wanted to give them good information. That is how I think it worked. And I think I had also spoken to you before INICET interview also. I just remember about that.
Yes, sir.
So,
yes, sir.
yeah.
So we had a I think one and a half hour video call where you trained us that how to appear for the interview, what all things you were going to face, and that was the whatever the portions you told, that was entirely repeated in the interview. So that was a very helpful session which you took off the INISS toppers.
Actually, I thought you would get selected in NEET-SS. Okay, somehow it missed, but you got into it, got through it. I think you will definitely get neonatology, these things. Suppose I will ask you a question like, what advice would you like to give to a student who is doing MD Pediatrics?
Okay, so if you are a MD Pediatric resident right now, and then you must chart your way ahead, that do you want to go ahead and do you want to do a super specialty, or do you want to do a fellowship, or do you want to end your MD as a, or you want to end your studies as an MD itself? That's your first thing. That okay, you must strategize that are you planning to give a DM exam or not. If you're planning to give a DM exam, then second, what you need to do is you need to right now, if you're a resident, that's not a time where you can solve questions or you have to give mocks. The idea right now is you need to focus on the protocols. If you're working right now, you must centralize your working pattern on the protocols, which is given in Nelson, which is given in Clarity or Ames protocol. So these 3 books, whatever protocol is written, you must follow those protocols right now during a residency. Why? How this will help? This will help whenever you are attempting your DM exam after your 3 years. The clinical questions, the protocol-based questions, that would just come out of your gut. You won't have to memorize those protocols. If you're working that, for example, we had questions on hypoglycemia in newborn. So if you know the reading at this hours of life, below this you have to give IV glucose or you have to give oral feeds. So if that would just come out of your gut directly if you work in a protocolized manner in your MD. So that would be my advice for all the residents who are watching this video.
Okay, very nice. And one more thing, most of the people were asking, like, how many questions did you attempt?
So that was my doubt also before NEET-SS, and I think I had you had we had a small chat, and you told that around a safe margin is between 92 to 95. So, sir, I attempted 97 questions at that time. I felt that I should go on a higher side because you need to attempt more to a plus 4 minus 1. If that's the scene, then you need to attempt more. That was the strategy.
Okay. Like, while you were writing the exam, so how was your mindset? Like, what was your approach of writing the exam?
Yes, sir. So what the previous exam patterns was that it was more or less one-liners. But what drastic change in this exam was it shifted to the clinical scenario where the questions were at least 3 to 4 lines lengthy. No, the actual question was only a one line, but you had to condense it into one line. So what if a question in the previous year took 30 seconds, it now took 2 minutes to complete one single question. So I saw in the first minute I saw the questions, that okay, these are all lengthy questions, so I need to keep an eye on the timer also, because a lot of people, I got the review that they weren't able to complete the paper. So if you are going to attempt exams in the coming future, the pattern is going to be clinical based questions. They have shifted the focus, whether it's a INISS or whether it's a NEET super specialty. They're now going to focus more on the clinical scene. So one liner patterns and the facts and figures they are going to ask, but they'll be asking in a twisted way where they'll provide a clinical scenario and they'll ask those facts and figures. So for what my strategy was to complete the questions in a limited time. Okay, then whatever I have marked for review, I'll review it again, and if time is left, then I'll just revise these questions, whatever I've marked. So that was my strategy during the exam.
Excellent, excellent. And I think time was sufficient for, like,
Yes, sir. So for me, I didn't feel key time was less, and I could complete the paper in time, and I could also review the questions which I had marked for the review at the end. So time was of what the strategy was, if the question is too lengthy, just focus on the first focus should be what the question is, the examiner is actually asking. No, see, what if they have provided a scene of a renal tubular disorder, and you have to just read the final question, the final line of the question, that okay, so what treatment are you going to give? So if you know that okay, the question is actually asking about the treatment, so your mind, you have read the last line first, so you now you read the question, so your approach will drastically change. Rather than you reading the question first, then you read the last line, what is the approach, then you have to read the question again. So your time would be halved if you read the first line, last line again, and then read the question. That was my approach in the lengthy questions.
yeah, that's a very good approach, I feel. And out of our, I think we have conducted 6 mock exams. So
Yes,
I
sir.
think, hope it was useful to you, these mock exams. Some like
Definitely, sir.
direct questions, something like that.
Definitely, sir. So what as we discussed, the pattern of your mock exam was that you focused on the entire chapter. If you are focusing, if you are trying to cover, see, nutrition. So in the first mock, you will be asking based on vitamin A. In the next mock, you'll be focusing on vitamin B, then C, then D. So the entire chapter gets completed in your 6 mocks. That was the pattern which I felt was followed by
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what,
And even Dr. Aarti ma'am, she focused first on some cancers in the first go, in the some cancers in the second go. So all the tumors, all the cancers were explained in a concise way in all the 6 mocks. So that was the strategy which I liked from your side, that you covered the entire portion in all the 6 mocks. So not any portion, not a single portion was left after 6 mocks.
yeah, it's very nice. It was very nice speaking to you. And I think, I hope you will get the specialty of your choice in a nice institute, and stay in touch. I hope I will
Definitely, sir.
take pleasure to mentor you through your DM course also. I am myself is an
Thank you
enrolled.
so much. Thank you
Okay,
so
all
much.
the best, Pratyush.
Thank you so much, sir.